Okay, so what we want to do now is finalize some last remaining items on our rig. So the first thing that we're going to do is clean up the outliner. If you scroll your mouse wheel, you can see that we have quite a bit of bone shaped objects showing up. So it's going to make it difficult to work in the outliner when you have objects that you're not really going to be working with when you are posing your character. So what I want you to do is to go ahead and switch to the layer where we have the bone shapes on. Go ahead and do Shift C to place the 3D cursor. Do Shift A, and here we're just going to add an empty and plain axis. Go ahead and press the period key on your numpad to home in on it, and go ahead and zoom in. Now here I'm just going to do the middle mouse button to rotate the view like this. Go ahead and press the S key, and let's just scale this empty down. Now here we're just going to call this W dot bone dot shapes and enter. Now what we want to do is take all these bone shapes and make them the children of this empty. So go ahead and press the A key to select everything. Press the Shift key down, deselect and select this empty again. Now do Control P and just do object. So you'll see that it very quickly cleans up the outliner. Now go ahead and switch back to the layer that has our figure and rig on. Now here what we want to do is first make sure that we are on pose mode on the armature, and we want to click on these two bones that we created, press the M key, and we're going to put them on the non-deform layer. Now go ahead and switch to edit mode and go to the data tab, and here we're going to switch on the non-deform layer, so you can see that both bones are selected. Now depending on which bone you selected last, you can click on the bone tab and you will see that these two bones do not have a parent. So we're going to make the root bone the parent of bones that are like this, that have no parent. So go ahead and go to the data tab, press the Shift key down and turn on the root bone layer. Now because we have both of these bones already selected, all we have to do is go ahead and press the Shift key down and click on this root bone, do Control P, and now do key offset. Now over here, go ahead and press the 1 key, and if you take a look at these two bones over here, if we go to the bone tab, we can see that there is no parent for these bones. So go ahead and click on this, press the Shift key down, click on this one. Go ahead and zoom out a bit, do the middle mouse button, press the Shift key down, click on the root bone, do Control P, and do keep offset. Now we still have two more bones left that we have to do this on. It's going to be this guy over here. You can see that there is no root bone over here, and click on this one, no root bone. So having this selected, press the Shift middle mouse button to pan over here, press the Shift key down and make sure you click on these two bones only. Go ahead and again just press the Shift key down, go to your root bone, do Control P, and do keep offset. Okay, so that's settled there. So let's go ahead and switch back to pose mode, and here we're going to basically turn on the touch bones. Now when you are doing this kind of stuff, it's very important to click on a bone that is using drivers and make sure that it's on, and just press the G key to make sure that everything is still working, because sometimes what happens is that could be an internal bug in Blender that it wipes out your driver setup, so you have to reset everything again. So I'm going to go ahead and click over here and just make sure that the IK system is working, and it is. I'm going to make sure that this is turned off over here. Click over here on this one, turn this on, just press the G key to make sure that it works, turn this off, and over here just going to do a quick check on this one. This is on, press the G key. So this is all working. Now over here I just want to make sure that if I click over here, press the R key to rotate, click on this, that everything is still working, and it is. Okay, so go ahead and press the A key, do Alt R and G. Okay, so that's done. So what we're going to do now is basically take the FK and IK bones for the arms and legs and put them on their own layer. It'll just make it easier to access them. So to do this, what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and click on the figure first, go over here, and let's make sure that the figure is not selectable. It just makes it easy to select these bones. Now I'm just going to do the middle mouse button over here and first get to these FK bones. Press the shift key down, click on this. I'm going to zoom in and click on this one. Go to the other side over here, click on this one. I'm going to do the middle mouse button and click on this one. So these are going to be our FK bones for the arm. So let's go ahead and put these bones right over here. So we'll do the FK and the IK, and for the legs, FK and IK. So just press the M key, and over here I'm just going to put these right over here. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the same thing for the legs. So go ahead and click on this one, press the shift key down and select all these. Now for the FK, we only have to select these two guys over here. Press the M key, and I'm going to put it right here on this layer. Okay, so this is the FK legs and this is the FK arms. Let's go ahead and go back to the touch layer over here. Now what we want to do is put all these IK bones. So for the arms, it's actually pretty straightforward. Click on this, press the shift key down, click on this one. Go ahead and click on this one and make sure you get the right bone over here, this one. Press the M key and we're just going to put them on this layer. Now we need to get to these stretch bones. So just go ahead and press the tab key to go into edit mode, click over here. And of course you have to hover your mouse, press the period key, and let's go ahead and look at this. So we just have to make sure that it's pickable and make sure that the X-axis mirror feature is on. Go ahead and click on this bone, press the M key, and this is for the IK. So I'm going to put it right here on this layer. Now I'm going to take a look here in the outliner and make sure that it's not pickable. Go ahead and click over here and press the tab key. And go ahead and click this just to make sure that everything's still working, and it is. You always have to do this to make sure that everything is intact. Okay, so that's all working. So I'm going to turn this off, click over here, and turn this off. So now we need to do the same thing over here for the IK. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. Go ahead and click this, and click on these guys over here. Now press the M key. I'm going to put these on this layer over here, right? So these are going to be for our IK. So let's go ahead and do the same thing for these stretch bones. Press the tab key to go into edit mode, click over here, hover the mouse, press the period key, and just look for it. It should be unpickable over here. Click this. Go ahead and click on this, press the M key, and this is going to go on this layer. I'm going to make sure that I go back and make this not pickable. Go to this layer and press the tab key to go back into pose mode. Click over here and just press the G key to make sure that everything still works. And it does. Okay, so that's all set up. So go ahead and do Shift C. So now here you can decide how do you want to present your rig when somebody opens up a file. So here I'm just going to go ahead and turn this on, and here I'm going to, let's say, just enable, in my case, the FK arms and the IK legs. Okay, and here we can just turn on the root bell. So this is up to you as to how you want to set it up. So what this simply means is I want to be able to use the IK leg system and the FK arm system. That's all this is. Okay, so let's go ahead and select everything, do Shift C, do Control, middle mouse button to zoom in. Now over here, what I'm going to do, go ahead and just collapse everything over here. And here I'm going to just reset this. So I'm going to hover my mouse, I'm going to press the FN key and the home button on my laptop. It goes back to the way it was. Don't need this zoomed. Now let's go under File, do Save As, and we're going to do a final save over here. We're going to save this as a rigging lesson 05 h.blend. Okay, so that's all settled. So I want to congratulate you on completing this series. So as you saw, it pretty much all came down to understanding how to use parent-child relationships with constraints and drivers. So now you should have a very high confidence level with Blender's rigging system, so you can now begin to enhance this rig or develop your own rigs for your own characters. And of course, you can just start to create accessories and clothing for this character and just use the techniques that I've shown you to make them deform along with this character. You can use automatic weights, or you can just use the weight transfer modifier. And of course, as you've seen, it's always going to come down to the actual weight values on the vertex groups, so you can simply use the weight paint tools also if you want to. So I hope you enjoyed this series. Thank you for watching.